So too, so with this suspected freeze going to set in overnight and then in the morning, it'll be your time to prepare the home today, and doing so could save you money, could save you some headache as well with any problems potentially caused by the cold. So Renata Gregorio live, she's been all over the building today, inside, outside, getting us ready, hustling this morning. Hello, Renata.
Hey, good morning, Lou. Yeah, we're going indoors, we're going outdoors because we got a lot of tips for you guys from JEA. We're going to start indoors though because this is one that I just learned. They say that if you're leaving for a while, you might want to open the cabinet doors under your sink to prevent the pipes from freezing there. And of course, right above it, I got this sink to drip. So many at the station will not drip, but this one will. And if you are going outside too, we have a number that is kind of the magic number that JEA suggests if you're going to have your outdoor spigots drip. That is 5 drips per minute is what they say that you need to do in order to make sure that things don't freeze outside. Protecting an outdoor spigot is said to be one of the best ways to avoid damage like a burst pipe, and remove outdoor garden hoses and cover those plants up too. The biggest money sucker in cold weather is heating. According to JEA, this usually accounts for up to half of your energy consumption. And if you turn up your thermostat too much, too quickly, it could cost you.
We recommend just increasing your thermostat by 1 or 2 degrees at a time. If you increase it more than that, you may trigger your heat strips, which is much more costly for your utility bill. Makes your system work harder.
She says there is also a magic number for what they advise you to keep your thermostat at. You might have just seen it in our graphic, but we're going to talk about it a little bit more coming up in the next half hour here on GMJ. Reporting live in Jacksonville, Renata Gregorio, First Coast News, on your side.
So what's going to matter here is where the freeze is. Of course that matters, but also that hard freeze. So Lauren, what's kind of the line?
Yeah, so we have that hot pink is the hard freeze. So that does not include Duval County, but you know, it includes a lot of us still. So inland Nassau, Baker, Columbia, and then up into southeast Georgia, and that extends all the way to the coast.
Okay.
So
even in Glenn County, I mean, they've got that extended all the way out to St. Simons, Jekyll,
right.
Coastal. I mean, so that tells you something if it's all the way out to the beach in southeast Georgia.
And even in Nassau and Duval, we're talking about a freeze warning all the way to the beach. But there is a difference between the freeze and the hard freeze. When we talk about the hard freeze, again, those folks that are in inland locations and across southeast Georgia, we've got to protect the exposed pipes. And then, of course, all of us, plants, pets, and people. But when we get to temperatures 27 or below for at least 2 hours, that's when the exposed pipes can have an issue.
And like Renata's been talking about this morning, she's going to have some tips. We talk about plants as well, so stay tuned and with us. But yeah, when you're getting that hard freeze, you're talking about several hours.
Yep.
In the 20s as well. Thank you, Lauren. Much more to talk about. Keitha, over to you.
Thanks for that. We're on your side with resources for those in our community in need of shelter from the cold. City Rescue Mission on State Street in downtown Jacksonville is increasing capacity overnight and will stay open as long as temperatures are below 40 degrees. Salzbacher also has shelter available. Women and families can go to the Salzbacher Village, that's on Springfield Boulevard. Men can go to the downtown campus on East Adams Street. And another reminder this morning, we want to make sure that you stay safe if you're using a space heater in this cold weather. Now, never leave space heaters unattended. Turn them off if you're leaving the room or going to sleep. Keep the heaters at least 3 feet away from anything that is flammable like paper, clothing, and rugs. And do not leave space heaters in high traffic areas and doorways where people could trip over them.
This morning, one of Florida's oldest African-American cemeteries has been cleaned up. People of all backgrounds working together Monday on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, cleaning Pinehurst Cemetery in honor of the day. As Tristan Hardy reports, the civil rights icon was adamant about community service and giving back to others.
Sometimes love means doing random acts of service.
Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this is what the cemetery looked like over there.
This is Winlego's 3rd year.
And in the past couple years,
cleaning the Pinehurst Cemetery.
Now look at it, it's almost like a regular cemetery.
Showing love.
A lot of people have
to something that used to be neglected.
Worked on this cemetery to get it the way it is.
This cemetery in St. Augustine is a resting place for African American families and veterans. Some of them dating back to the Civil War.
And one of the ways that we can assist them as they rest, we can give them dignity.
Their headstones tangled with weeds, covered in dirt, and left to the elements. More than 100 volunteers from different backgrounds came together for MLK Day, giving Pinehurst the love and care it needs.
It makes me feel really, really proud.
It represents what Dr. Martin Luther King wanted us to do. He wanted us to come together no matter what color we were.
But the job's not done. Keeping Pinehurst tidy is an ongoing task. Teslin Malpress knows the experience all too well.
Because my family has a cemetery in Nassau County, Franklin Town.
Sometimes love means remembering the people who were laid to rest.
We worked once in the area over there, and we found some more graves. I mean, it was just nice to have people back again.
In St. Augustine, Tristan Hardy, First Coast News, on your side.